cheer for their team and not against their opponents. We also ask that parents supervise their children. Please stand and honor our country and those that fought to preserve our freedom as we play our national anthem. Starters for the visiting Cardinals.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Belgrade Brutenell Rosa Elementary Gym for tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting team, the Upsala Cardinals, and the home team, the Belgrade Brutenell Rosa Jaguars. First, let's meet the Cardinals. Starting is a senior, number 0, Christian Ripplinger. Also a senior, number 3, Luke Heron. Another senior for this Cardinals team is senior number 4, Levi Lampert. Another senior starting, number 25, is Tyler Samia. And rounding out the starting lineup is the sophomore, number 33, Noah Beckerman. The Cardinals come into this match with a 4-4 record. Last game beating Hinckley Finlayson by 1 point. Now let's turn our attention to the home team, the Belgrade Brutenell Rosa Jaguars. They come into this matchup with a 5-2 record after knocking off Mountain Iron Buell 67-58 and then beating Nevis 60-57 in the St. Cloud Breakdown Christmas Extravaganza Invitational thing that they held there. Starting for the Jaguars, junior number 1, Caden Piper, senior number 3, Will Van Beck, senior number 11, Gannon Walsh, senior number 20, Easton Hagen, getting the start for a sick Luke Dingman, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Jaguars is senior number 23, Gavin Campson. As I mentioned, the Jaguars went to St. Cloud and beat Mountain Iron in St. Cloud Tech on Wednesday night, and then came back the next day to beat Nevis, and that Nevis game was a very, very fun one to watch. Both of them, these Jaguars played extremely well all the way through and put 2 complete games together in that tournament, which were very big for them as they look to retain this momentum against the Upsala Cardinals here tonight on the home floor. So as I mentioned, Luke Dingman out sick, so we lose him, but Brady Birch is back on the bench, a 6th, 7th man role player for the Jaguars. He was out the past couple of games with a concussion, so it's good to see him back on the court, or dressing on the floor. As we get tipped off, it's Lampert and Hagen, and Lampert wins that one, and the Cardinals will control. Aaron driving all the way through, lays it up, no good, and that's going to stay with the Cardinals. Gavin Campson went for it and knocked it out of bounds. So a good drive from Heron just couldn't get it to go. Gets it in, Levi Lampert working on Will Van Beck. He goes up, no good. Ball's tipped around a little bit. Easton Hagen finds it, and here come the Jaguars. Caden Piper has been doing what he did all season, and in those 2 games really controlled the Jaguars in the scoring, and a lot of players did a lot of good things in that St. Cloud tournament. Those are 2 really good teams. Nevis was ranked pretty highly in state, and the Jaguars took care of business there and played really, really well. Jaguars pass it around here. Man-to-man defense. Will Van Beck drives on that. Had the opportunity to go up, then loses his man, takes a three. That one's up, no good. Gavin Campson gets it, and they're going to get a foul on him as he was getting boxed out. That was a great box out there. I think that was Luke Herron down there. That was a really, really nice box out, and Gavin Campson goes over the top and gets called for it. Jaguars coming out in the full court press here, just trying to put a little bit of pressure on. Will Van Beck just makes Levi Lampert change a little bit. Lampert is a crazy athlete. We saw him in the football team as the Jaguars beat the Upsala Swanville Patriots in the section finals to go to state. So a little bad blood maybe. Gannon Walsh, no good on three. Offensive board corralled there by Noah Beckerman. And here come the Cardinals. Spin move on the baseline, up, no good. Tipped out again to the Cardinals. Jaguars are just trying to tip it around rather than just grabbing it, and it's not working out for them, and the Cardinals are having extra possessions. Good backdoor cut there from Lampert, mishandled, and that'll go back to the Jaguars. So scoreless here in the first minute 35 of the game. And the Cardinals will come out here in a little 2-2-1 zone press here. And the Jaguars break it, and they'll go fall back into their man-to-man here. Caden Piper driving, and he battles through the contact and puts that in and gets the Jaguars on the board. So 2-0 here early. Both teams kind of just feeling each other out and seeing what they're going to run. Levi Lampert thought about the three. Will Van Beck tightly guarding him. Drive again here. Beckerman powering down. There's a three from the top of the key, is up and good. Christian Ripplinger gets on the board with the first three of the night. Now we're going to get a foul here as the Cardinals were trying to trap Caden Piper in the corner. That will go on Luke Herron. That'll be his first, team's first. Gannon Walsh over to Easton Hagen. Will Van Beck in the corner. Looks like Upsala's switching a lot of screens here. Gannon Walsh for three on the wing. Looks good. No good off the back iron. And here come the Cardinals. Going all the way down, and Levi Lampert will corral it up at top. Backdoor cut there. Nicely done. Christian Ripplinger gets all 5 points here early. And the Cardinals extend their lead 5-2. Going for the steal there was Noah Beckerman. Disrupts, but ends up leaving it up. Easton Hagen gets that blocked by Levi Lampert, and we're going to get a foul here. And that's going to go on Tyler Samia. Upsala's second team foul. Caden Piper, top of the key, finds some space. That's up and good. And Caden Piper matches Ripplinger's 5 with his own 5, and we're all knotted up here. Ripplinger tried going behind the back. Will Van Beck will say thank you very much, take that, and gets it to the open guy. And that's what the Jaguars like to do. They like to get pressure on in this press and cause a lot of turnovers and get in transition. Noah Beckerman can't get that to go. Gavin Campson corrals it in the corner, and here come the Jaguars again. They've got numbers. In the corner, Gannon Walsh. That one's no good. Follows his own shot, grabs the rebound. Swinging it around, Caden Piper finds a lane, drives. No good on that one. Again, loose ball, and that's going to go to the Cardinals. So a couple of extra offensive possessions for the Jaguars. They can't get it done, and they were going all out for those 50-50 balls, so that's good to see. They want to put the pressure on. Gannon Walsh checks out. as Tanner Shelton checks in. He played a couple of good games there in St. Cloud too. He came off the bench and did exactly what was needed. As Jack Primus, a freshman, and Micah Ripplinger check in. Micah takes a shot right away. That was no good. Micah is a senior for this team. Tanner Shelton underneath all alone. Great pass there and easy lay-in. As Primus will set up the offense here, leaves it off for Ripplinger, working on Shelton, driving down. And Caden Piper takes that away, and he'll go all the way up and in for the Jaguars. He's got 9 points, 9 of the 11 here early for the Jaguars. Levi Lampert crossing over and putting that one in on Will Van Beck. He is a shifty player. Feels like that guy's been playing in high school sports for really long just with him. And there he is with the steal. He'll lay that one up and in. 11-9, he gets 2 buckets back to back. And will set that up for Tanner Shelton. That's no good on the 3 attempt. Gavin Campson there again, just to get a hand on that without fouling is pretty impressive. He's a very aggressive player and likes to get his hand in there and hustle for those offensive boards. Hayden Estrom checking in for Tyler Samia. Will Van Beck is one of the better on-ball defenders in the area too, so that's going to be a good matchup to watch with Lampert and Will Van Beck. Here's a drive, backdoor cut, nicely done. Great finish there from Michael Ripplinger, and we're all knotted up. So the Jaguars kind of had pulled away a little bit and made herself a cushion and completely lost it as we're all knotted up here. Caden Piper thought about the 3. We'll rerun through this offense for the Jaguars. And he'll drive, leave it off. Easton Hagen, great pass there, great cut. A lot of good passing tonight from both teams, just backdoor cuts, seeing those open guys, and been looking good for both of these teams here early. Offense is really flowing. Ripplinger now driving, backdoor cut from Haran. Here's a 3 in the corner. That one's way short. Hayden Estrom. And they fall back with the offensive boards. Backdoor cut again. Easton Hagen deflects that one. And we'll slow it down. Again, just pass it around for the Jaguars. Running through that offense. Here's a nice drive. And one finish for Caden Piper. He'll go to the line for the and one attempt. And that's going to go on number 13, Hayden Estrom. He's a senior, another senior for this Cardinals team. A lot of senior playing on this team, but other than that, they do have a good mix. They got a freshman, sophomore, and quite a few juniors on this team too, so pretty balanced attack coming from them. Caden Piper makes that, puts his point total to 12 and the team's to 16. Brady Birch checking in for the first time. Here's the double team steal there. Will Van Beck comes away with it. He goes up all the way in. And we're going to get a timeout here from the Upsala Cardinals as the Jaguars now jump out to a 7-point lead here with 10:26 to go. Jaguars 11, Cardinals. So we're back here. The Jaguars lead at 18-11 over the Upsala Cardinals. Caden Piper leading all scorers with 12. The spin move, that's going to be a blocking foul there. Good attempt from Ben Thonvold, setting up nicely, just moved at the last second. Good drive there from Noah Beckerman, and he will go to the line to shoot. I guess he was in shooting motion, driving there, threw it up. That'll be on Ben Thonvold. That'll be his first, team's second. Beckerman good at the line. And 2 for 2 is Beckerman. Lampert back in for the Cardinals. And now we'll inbound the ball. And they'll kind of fall off, so they're trying to just block off this middle. So if you're the Jaguars, you just can't help that wingman come up, especially when they're falling back into a, that's a deep three for Caden Piper. He puts that one in. That was a deep three. He is definitely feeling it tonight. But back to that zone press for them. You just got to pull off. Lampert with another those deep three of his own, no good. Caden Piper coming down. That's gonna be a charge, yeah. I don't know how that back ref didn't call that. That was a perfect charge. Levi Lampert just set up completely. Yeah, that was a clear charge there. So Caden Piper will pick up his first foul, but you don't know how hard that is for Lampert to stop on a dime like that, stay completely still, and then take Caden Piper full force. That's a hustle play right there. So 21-13. Cardinals have the ball in their end. Trying to look for these backdoor. There's a lot of backdoor. Caden Piper steals it away from Spain Soltis, and that's going to be in. And one foul there. Caden's really good at keeping that, drawing that contact and still putting that in. That's going to go on Beckerman. That'll be his first foul, fourth team. As Will Van Beck takes a well-earned seat, as does Brady Birch for the Jaguars. And Caden Piper gets that and one. He is hot. 18 points to start off with here. And Easton Hagen will now have the task of guarding Levi Lampert here. Soltis driving, kicks it out. Estrom kicks it out. Beckerman, nice drive there off the shot fake. Couldn't get the rebound to go. Ben Thonvold with the rebound. And Gannon Walsh will bring it up for the Jaguars. Finds Tanner Shelton in the corner. Tanner Shelton for three, no good. Ben Thonvold tracks that rebound down. And now dead ball here. Gets that away. Caden Piper almost moved a little too early. Felt the ball. He kicks it out. Tanner Shelton for three again. No good. Tanner Shelton's just not feeling it there. And here come the Cardinals. There's a three attempt. That one's way off the mark there from Jack Primus, the freshman. It's really good to see these kids not afraid to shoot the ball, though. I mean, that's exactly what you want. You want to be aggressive and track down those offensive boards. If you miss, you miss. You got to keep pushing along. Thonvold and Tanner Shelton off. Will Van Beck and Gavin Campson back in for the Jaguars. Gannon Walsh in the corner. Another kid. He had a pretty decent weekend, or that Christmas tournament. He had a lot of big shots there. Levi Lampert again, shifty, just dicing his way through the defense and putting that in. Kind of a risky pass there from Walsh. Caden Piper hits that mid-range jumper. He's got 20 points already here. Under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Caden Piper has had a very, very hot hand here. Trying to double up there. You got to go get that, put that pressure on and not let Lampert set up for a shot. Good shot fake, gets Easton Hagen to leave his feet. Lampert comes away with his own rebound, puts that up on the left-hand side, and in. He's got 8 points. Caden Piper, Will Van Beck just pass it back and forth while moving up the court and breaks that press as easy as you possibly could. Will Van Beck trying to get Gavin Campson to come to the ball there, and Gavin didn't meet the pass, and kind of just a lazy pass there from Will, and then he commits the little foul there on the reach in there. Caden Piper will take a seat as Brady Birch will check in for him. Good drive, Beckerman, no good. He comes and grabs his own rebound. No other Jaguar other than Gavin Campson down there, and Gavin was boxing his guy out. Jaguars really got to be smart on that offensive board. There's a and one. Great backdoor cut from Luke Heron. That was a really just basic, smart cut. They're not doing anything special, and they're making the Jaguars pay. That's going to go on Easton Hagen. That'll be his first, team's 5th. As Heron will go to the line to try trimming the lead a little bit more here, as he does. So again, just passing it up and down. That's going to be a baseball pass. Gavin Campson goes up and gets that one. Spin move, no good, and Heron grabs the board. And here's the baseball pass from Lampert, trying to show Will Van Beck up, and that one's chased down too. That one's saved, and the passes are going everywhere. Jaguars come away with it. Gannon Walsh gets it down low. Birch was wide open in the middle, just went off his hand. Lampert all the way down the floor, and that's going to be an and one. Lampert just takes that little bit of contact off from Will Van Beck and puts that in. If you're Will Van Beck there, you got to disrupt that shot a little bit more. If you're going to commit a foul, you got to commit a foul and try getting that ball out of his hands. But nonetheless, Lampert, when we come back, will go to the line to get this lead, see if he can get this lead down to 3. 26-22, 6:02 to go. We're back here at the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Elementary Gym. Lampert will go to the line. Will Van Beck is now sitting as he's got those 2 quick fouls. I don't know if we'll see him the rest of the half. He's got 2, and if you're guarding Levi Lampert with him going to the hoop all the time, he knows how to draw contact. So we'll see how the Jaguars will run after losing one of their best players to start the game, just scoring and being a presence, and now losing your best defender. Passing it around. Christian Ripplinger guarding Caden Piper. Caden Piper gets to the middle, fires it over to Gannon Walsh, and the Jaguars will reset. Caden Piper for 3, that's short. Lampert with the rebound, and Caden Piper steals that pass from Lampert. Leaves it off, Easton Hagen. And down low is open. There's Gavin Campson. Tried to get it to Birch. That's swatted by, I believe that was Peyton Soltis. Gavin Campson gets it down low. Good pass and good shot, no good. Easton Hagen goes and tries to put that up on the as he was jumping with that rebound, and that's not something you want to do. Levi Lampert, no good there, and the Jaguars control. Birch driving, and we're going to get a foul here. That's going to go on Luke Herron. That's going to be his second, team's 5th of the half. Birch and Campson checking out. Shelton and Thonvold back in. And that's going to be another foul, yeah. Just trying to keep Caden Piper in front of him was Luke Herron, but just kind of reaching and grabbing around, and that's going to be his 3rd and team 6th. Caden Piper drives, kicks it out. Gannon Walsh in the corner. No good. Ben Thonvold flies in for the rebound, and Caden Piper thought about it, then decided to take it, and that's going to be a 3. That's good. 23 points now for Caden Piper. Levi Lampert thought about the 3, no good. Won't do it. They'll step back. Caden Piper did a real good job of boxing him out there. And that's going to be a foul as Levi Lampert was just riding him there, but the Upsala coach there thought of the same thing. They were kind of both jawing at each other and getting hand fighting and pushing against each other, but foul's called on Lampert. That's going to be his first, team's 7th, so the Jaguars will be in the bonus, and Caden Piper will shoot the 1-and-1. Good at the line. He'll get one more. And good at the line again is Piper. He's got 25. Jaguars now lead by 8. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the half. And the Jaguars will fall into a 2-3 zone. And there's a strong pass. He was out of bounds there. Yep, so a strong pass from Lampert. Just couldn't get corralled. That was a bullet. So a turnover here. And now it's going to be a full court press from the Cardinals. We'll see if you clear out. And we're going to get another foul on Levi Lampert here as Gannon Walsh was going up the sidelines and poked the ball away, but then on that reach around got the tripping foul there. So Gannon Walsh will go to the line as Lampert picks up his second foul, team's 8th of the half. No good. Ben Thonvold tracks down the rebound. Gannon Walsh for 3. That one's up and in. It's exactly what you need to do. Keep shooting. 34-23. Still in the 2-3 zone. Gannon Walsh goes for it. And he tips it out. That cross-court pass is pretty lethal. If you can complete those cross-court passes in a zone, that's really makes the defense need to move fast, and you get a lot of open looks. Passing it around, trying to get it to the middle. They don't have anyone sitting in the middle there. Again, Upsala just passing it around, looking for someone up top. Gets it in the corner. Jaguars doing a good job of just moving and talking in this zone. You really need to be talking the whole time. Lampert for 3. That one's up and good. That's that cross-court pass, and Jaguars can't get moving around enough. That's Lampert's 14th point of the night. Caden Piper drives. He is so good at recognizing that. So the Jaguars calling for a ball screen. Defender moves over to try blocking it off, but the guy who's coming for the screen, the defender wasn't there to stop it yet. Easton Hagen just picks off a lazy pass from Lampert on those cross court and puts it in for 2. That's his second bucket of the night and pushes the lead to 12 for the Jaguars. Spreading the floor, that's a good pass there, and that's gonna stay with the Cardinals, but spreading the floor wide and cutting in that middle, if you don't have a middle in that offense, then cutting that middle is gonna be their best friend. So coming down, there's a pass, broken up and stolen by Tanner Shelton. And a deep pass up to Easton Hagen. He controls it, can't get it to go. Ben Thonvold up on his left side, no good. And Beckerman will come back for the Cardinals. He'll pull it out, tip there. And the Jaguars reset in this 2-3 zone. And the Cardinals will set a guy in the middle now. Here's a 3 from Micah Ripplinger, no good. And we're gonna get a foul called here underneath, and that's gonna go on Gannon Walsh. Loose ball foul on the rebound. And that'll put the Cardinals in the bonus. As Tyler Samia, the senior, 6'5", will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Lampert will check out with 1:38 to go. Try not to risk getting that third foul. No good at the line there. Caden Piper grabs the rebound. Good job, Noah Beckerman. Just really getting all up in Easton Hagen's grill and just not making it easy. And now running it up again. Good move there. Trying to get it down low. Nice defense there by Peyton Soltis. New Cardinal checked in. That's number 10, Zach Beckerman. So another senior getting in on the action. He's guarding Caden Piper here. Got it down low, Tanner Shelton. Great drop step. Couldn't get it to go on the left side. Gets his own rebound up. No good. And he'll go to the line. That was a great post move there from Tanner Shelton. Felt that defender on his back, his left side, and did one dribble there and then drop stepped with his right and had an open shot, just couldn't get it to go, but still fought for that rebound. That foul's on Noah Beckerman, so that'll be his second foul. And Tanner Shelton is good at the line on number 1 as Lampert checks in for the offensive possession here. Leaves that one short. Ben Thonvold tips it out. Oh, they're going to get a foul there. Okay, yep. I was going to say that makes a little more sense. I don't think it went out on Ben Thonvold with 4 of them there, but definitely reached over the top of them was Ben Thonvold. So that'll give Tyler Samia a chance to cut into this lead here with 1:13 left with the 1-and-1. And that one's good. So just some free points here given to Upsala if they can convert. And that one rolls in for Samia. He's 2 for 2 at the line. Easton Hagen with Beckerman working on him. Trying to get it down low. Caden Piper gets it down low. And that's going to be a foul there, yep. That's going to go on Zach Beckerman, just trying to do everything he can to keep Caden Piper out of the lane there, but he kind of just went and put his whole body into him, trying to keep him out of there. So Caden Piper will go to the line. That's the team's 10th foul, so we will have a double bonus. Caden Piper gets that one to rattle home. As Gavin Campson checks back in for Ben Thonvold. And 2 for 2 is Caden Piper. 41-28. 1 minute left here in the half. Jaguars back into a man-to-man. Scratch that. They're still in that 2-3. Caden Piper picks that pass off from Beckerman, makes a move and decides to pull it out. Levi Lampert now comes up to guard Easton Hagen. Someone's open. Trying to get it down low again. Caden Piper's just got to get better positioning there. He's trying to go over the top, but that's a hard pass, especially if you get some help. That's a great steal there. Zach Beckerman just rips that pass away. Noah Beckerman now driving. Goes in. Jaguars do a good job of walling up. That's going to be a shot off the backboard. No good. Gavin Campson with the board. 10 seconds left here now. And we'll see what the Jaguars are going for here. Caden Piper with the ball. Leaves the ball screen. Caden Piper leaves that one short. Gavin Campson. Great hustle play there. Everyone on the defense thought that was being left short and the time was going to expire. Gavin Campson goes right in for the offensive rebound and puts that in. That extends the Jaguars' lead to 15 points here at the half. Caden Piper leading all scorers with 29 for the Jaguars, as Levi Lampert leads the scoring for the Cardinals with 14. And we will be back after halftime. So we're back here getting set for second half action. Starters are all on the floor for each teams. Update from Maple Lake at halftime. The Belgrade Bruton Rosa girls lead that one 31-18. That just went to halftime in the middle of our halftime here in Bruton. So the Jaguars will start back off. Upsala working in the 2-3 zone now. Or it's a little match, 2-3, kind of who's ever's in your spot. And we'll see if the Jaguars can continue that hot hand of Caden Piper, if there's someone else going to step up too. Great fake pass there. Gannon Walsh takes a three. He was open, couldn't get it to go. And here come the Cardinals. And that's going to be stolen away there. And Caden Piper has it, and we'll swing it back out. Will Van Beck playing with 2. Luke Herron, he's got 3 for the Cardinals. So nothing too major for foul trouble unless you pick up that 4th, of course, right away. There's a good find there from Will Van Beck on the drive, and Easton Hagen couldn't get that in through the contact, and he kind of was frustrated with himself on that left-hand side. He wanted that one to go. But that foul is going to go on Christian Ripplinger. And Easton Hagen bangs that one off the front of the rim. It's a little different here. The Jaguars have had to go through some different tests. I mean, not having Brady Birch and allowing Tanner Shelton to see more minutes and Ben Thonvold, and they've really kind of got their grasp on the game, which is good to have, especially when you get into foul trouble. And now with Luke Dingman out, it's good to see here too, and just get your bench is your best friend. You want to have that depth there, and hopefully Ashton Dingman can come back off of his injury here within the next month or so, and we'll see what the Jaguars can do looking late to the playoffs there. As Easton Hagen grabs that rebound, goes all the way through. That one was, I don't know, I think he thought it was going to get called for a travel there because it kind of flew up, and it's going to be over the back, so it's going to be after the half-court line here, and Cardinals will inbound here. So kind of a slow start here from both teams. Piper, he's got 29 points. Lampert with 14. Those are the leading scorers here. As the Jaguars set up in the 2-3 zone. Got to be careful. Lampert showed he's not afraid, just like Caden Piper's not afraid to shoot wherever he deems he wants to, he can, and he's put them in. So that's stolen here, and now we're going to get a jump ball and tied up. Gavin Campson ties it up with, I believe that's Ripplinger too. Yep, Christian Ripplinger. So the ball will stay with the Cardinals as the possession arrow flips to the Jaguars on the jump ball. Cardinals get it inbounded here. Easton Hagen tip pass. You just got to be really strong and smart. A lot of pass fakes and zones. Noah Beckerman drives the baseline there. Gavin Campson just goes up, and Beckerman finishes around him for the 2 points. That's his second bucket, and he's up to 4 points on the night. Caden Piper splits through everyone, gets it poked away, falls into Levi Lampert's hand, and off to the races. Noah Beckerman up and good, and 1. On the fast break, Gannon Walsh couldn't get back, or they're going to get that on Will Van Beck, so that's going to be his 3rd. That's just another one that was not a lot of contact and getting drawn for a foul. If you're going to go hard, you got to go hard for it, and if you're going to get drawn for a foul, no easy points as Noah Beckerman converts the and 1 there. He is just a sophomore, and he is all over the court. It's really impressive to see a kid sophomore. I mean, we have one on our side, Luke Dingman, that's able to do it too, but Levi Lampert slices and dices and puts that one in, and the Jaguars are just kind of falling apart here and lost all momentum as it's now a 9-point game here with 15 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Jaguars lead at 44-35. So we'll see what the Jaguars have going after that timeout. Man to man, working it around. Caden Piper down low. A lot of help side defense. That's 4 defenders from the Upsala Cardinals there going off and finding where Caden Piper is on that weak side. Will Van Beck, good drive there, leaves it off of Gavin Campson's hand, and now we're gonna get another foul. Oh, there we're gonna get a jump ball. Will Van Beck right away turned and pointed for a jump ball. That would not have been good for the Jaguars. That would have been Will's 4th, and yeah, very risky play, but Will Van Beck knew he had that, and that's gonna give the Jaguars the ball back off the turnover and creates another one for them. Caden Piper working in the middle of the court, leaves it off Ben Thonvold. Thonvold kicks it out, Hagen. And the Jaguars will reset up top. Tanner Shelton's got it. Ripplinger on Piper. Piper with that little floater, that one rolls out. That's one of his best shots that he likes to go to and hasn't been working here tonight. Beckerman off to Ripplinger. Lampert leaves it off, no good. Tanner Shelton crawls the loose ball there. And they finally get it to Piper, and he works on Beckerman. Easton Hagen thought about the 3 there. Caden Piper pulls up inside the 3-point line, no good. Lampert with the rebound. Ripplinger out front, and that's going to be a kickball violation. Ball will stay with the Cardinals. So Lampert will set it up here in the 2-3. Really extending the floor are the Cardinals here. Up top, Beckerman. Splits all defenders. And Ben Thonvold grabs the rebound, but what a move there. Just went right through the defenders and got a pretty easy shot up there. Jaguars passing around. They're trying to get Caden Piper in with the zone here, but Zach Beckerman is doing a good job of denying pass here. You really got to do it right away. You got to be quicker with these passes. Gets it down Easton Hagen, now looking to get it out again, and that they do. So they're definitely running a little box and one here with Caden Piper getting one-on-one guarded. Ben Thonvold almost stepped out of bounds there. Lucky to get that out. I thought from up here he stepped out of bounds, but the ref had a better view on that baseline. And they fall into a... Will Van Beck gets that floater up and good. That's big for the Jaguars when Will gets shots to fall. Teams definitely have to take more attention to him and respect that. So we'll see if Will can get a couple more shots to fall here. Levi Lampert for a deep 3, no good. That's going to be up, and that's going to be a touch the top of the backboard there, and that's an automatic. Not turnover, but just out of bounds and a violation, so it'll go to the Jaguars. Under 12 minutes to go, 46-35 here at the Belgrade Brittenell Rosa Elementary Gym. Jaguars looking to kind of get in that same groove that they were in that first half. Caden Piper obviously leading the way, but just the whole offense seemed to be flowing in it. Didn't really think so. Great pass, great find on the baseline from Caden Piper. Brady Birch had that seal and put it in. So now up top in the zone as Caden Piper's going. A lot of talking going on. Beckerman, shot fake, leaves it off, thought it was his own guy, but ended up being Tanner Shelton of the Jaguars. Goes all the way and We're going to get a foul here, so Caden Piper will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul went on Hayden Estrom. That's going to be his second foul and the team's second of this half as well. As Piper no good on the first one. As Jack Primus, Micah Ripplinger check back in for the Cardinals. And Caden Piper goes 1 for 2. Will Van Beck with the steal there. Goes up, lays it in on the right-hand side. Good for Will. On that steal, goes coast to coast, and we're going to get a timeout here. Jaguars build up their lead back to double digits at 16 points here with just under 11 minutes to go in the game. So as the Cardinals get set to inbound, the Jaguars now go in their own 2-2-1 zone here. Just trying to slow them down a little bit. It's easier to fall back into a defense set unless you get beat bad with this deep pass. That's exactly what you got to stop if you're the Jaguars. You can't have that because then everyone's in scramble mode there as Noah Beckerman can't get that to go. Tipped it out. Caden Piper there to corral it. That one's no good there, and that's going to go back to the back to the Cardinals. Good cut in the middle there. That's going to be a foul. Had good positioning was Tanner Shelton, but it's going to go on Ben Thonvold. That's his third. They had really good positioning. If Ben would have just kept his hands up straight there and tried going for the block, probably got a little bit of hand, but too much, or got a little bit of ball, but just too much hand there. As Mike Ripplinger no good at the line for the first one. Caden Piper will take a seat as Gannon Walsh checks in for him. And gets that one to rattle home. 1 for 2. And it's 51-36. Gannon Walsh almost had that slip out of his hands. And that's just a lazy pass. That's exactly in that zone. You have to have sharp passes, especially cross court where they can get left to sitting ducks there. Another just sloppy play there, and Jaguars get the ball back. Brady Burch dribbling around. Will Van Beck got it. Now Micah Ripplinger out on him. Yep. Get that pass down. Ben Fonville turns to his left. No good. He fights for the rebound. He's on his left-hand side. Tries going up. And no good. And we're going to get a foul. That's going to go on Noah Beckerman. He's raising his hand. He knows it's on him, but that's a great play trying to scrap and get that ball away. That's going to be his third, team's third, and Thonvold will go to the line. No good on the first. Update from Maple Lake, just under 13 minutes to go. Jaguars lead it 41-30 over the Maple Lake Irish. So the girls coming off of, they went 1-1 at that St. Cloud Breakdown Invitational there and lost big to the #1 team, Mountain Iron Buell, and then came back second day to beat Cass Lake Bana, and they played really well that game, and we'll see if they can continue that streak and look for a successful season from them as well. Lampert now looking across, swings it over, that's Estrom. Primus tries to get it to the middle. Estrom loses it a little bit there. Brady Birch up top and puts that in. Working around Primus, slices and dices. That's going to be another foul. It's going to be on Thonvold. Oh, they're going to get Tanner Shelton. Probably could have went on either one of those guys. So that's Jack Primus's first bucket of the night, the freshman. He'll go to the line to shoot another one, and that's no good. Thonvold with the rebound. Ben Thonvold takes a shot at the elbow there, no good. And Jack Primus almost went over and back there. Gets it to the middle in this zone. Rippliger over to Lampert in the corner, and the Cardinals will reset. And the Jaguars poke that one away with and comes away with the steal. Gannon Walsh leaves it for Tanner Shelton. Good pass there. And he is there, just missed him. Tanner Shelton makes it work though, comes back and pushes his way. That was a good, almost bad, just not missing that cut, and Tanner Shelton ends up making it work. Tried to cut off that middle guy with Shelton there in the press. And the Cardinals slice and dice. Lampert, great Euro step move. Couldn't get that one to roll in though. Shelton for three, no good. And here comes Lampert. Birch trying to beat him back. And he'll just let him up and in there. Lampert's got 18. Gets it to the middle. Gannon Walsh lays it up, left hand, just no good. Just didn't set himself there. Deep three there. That one's missed everything again, Estrom. And Birch comes away, and the Jaguars will just slow it down there. So as they're just passing around, trying to get it down, these back screen cuts really working. That's a great pass. Will Van Beck. Tanner Shelton handles it nicely and puts it in. Shelton's got 7. And here comes that trap. And they get the turnover. Here come the Jaguars. He's got Gannon Walsh. Gannon Walsh gets the Cardinal fly and ends up leaving it off for Will Van Beck. So great passing there from the Jaguars leads to an easy bucket. Will's got 8. Lampert, Estrom outside. There he is. That's his first 3 of the night and cuts the lead back down to 16 points. Another cross-court pass, almost picked off. It's a lot of continuous ball play here without a whistle, as there's 8 fresh guys waiting to come into the game, but just no whistles. Jack Primus picks that one off. Swings it out, Estrom. No good again was Estrom after kind of a little heat check there, and Jaguars will come back, and that's going to be a charge again. Levi Lampert has done that 2 times tonight. After you saw the way he took that first one, you gotta have that in the back of your head that he can stop on a dime and set up and just take a charge like he just did. That was a really, really nice play there from Lampert. Give his team possession back. So Lampert and Gannon Walsh are the only ones to stay on the floor. Jamison Reed checking in. He's the only new name, new body on the floor for the Jaguars. Lampert gets it in the middle there, looking, and then that's Heron just couldn't corral that pass from, I believe that was Soltis, Peyton Soltis trying to get it to him, but. So we're under 5 minutes to go, 59-43, Jaguars lead it. Gannon Walsh sets up, almost gets the roll down, and that's gonna go and stay with the Jaguars. And the Jaguars inbounded up top, and they'll reset the offense here. Reed up top. Easton Hagen loses his dribble there. Had a lane if he would have made that move cleanly. Jamison Reed, nice cut there. Just couldn't get it to go. Jaguars lucky to get that rebound again. There's Gavin Camps and Easton Hagen both going for that offensive board, and Noah Beckerman. Hope he's okay. He gets up nicely there, but run a little grimacely, and that's going to be a blocking foul on the drive. Caden Piper. Yeah, Noah Beckerman, he's kind of just laughing about it now. I don't really know what happened there. He kind of just looked like he glitched a little bit, but he's shaking his head like he's okay, so that's really good to see. But Caden Piper goes to the line. That foul is on Luke Heron. That's his fourth foul. Caden couldn't get that first one to go. He'll shoot a second. And leaves that one short too. Easton Hagen battling for the board. Upsala comes away with it. Heron no good. Jamison Reed loses it off his hands and just kind of fumbles it there, and he'll give the possession right back to the Cardinals. Three from the corner. That one's short again. Gannon Walsh looking for some help as the Upsala double teams there. Falling down in the corner there was Easton Hagen. Gets the pass, no good, and we're going to get a jump ball. Jamison Reed will check out. Will Van Beck back in for the Jaguars. Lampert leaves it off Heron, swings it over. And that one's picked off by Easton Hagen. 3-on-2 for the Jaguars. Will gets him on his feet with the shot fake and draws the foul, but it's going to be before the shot, so they'll inbound the ball here. That's going on Peyton Soltis. That's his first foul, team's fifth of the half. Caden Piper's got it. Swings out to Gannon Walsh, and the Jaguars will reset the offense here. Good drive, good move there, and gets the roll. Good finish there from Gannon Walsh. That was a good fake pass on that drive and picked it up and finished with the contact and won. And that's going to go on Luke Herron. That's going to be his 5th foul, so he will end the game with 3 points along with those 5 fouls. Gannon Walsh can't get that finish to go, and the Upsala Cardinals will come away with the rebound. Shot off the back of the backboard there from Soltis, and the Jaguars corral the rebound, and they'll set up the offense here. Update from Maple Lake, 49-35. Jaguars lead, just under 7 minutes to go there. Ball tipped around there, falls in the hands of Jack Primus. No good for 3. Will Van Beck corrals the rebound there, and that's going to be a foul there. Lampert went for the tie up there and ended up committing the foul, and that's going to be his 3rd foul. He's got 18 points, leading the scoring for the Cardinals. And Will Van Beck will go to the line to shoot the bonus, 1-1. I don't know who ended up taking that timeout right there. It was just a substitution timeout, as all fresh new faces for the Cardinals here. And I think now the Jaguars will grab a couple new guys to get checked in here. Will Van Beck good at the line. Matthew Walls, Donovan Koenig, Brady Schwinghammer in. Jason Reed waiting again, as he will be coming in for Will Van Beck. And he's good at the line. And Will end his night. I think he was at 8 before those 2 free throws, so he cracks double digits for the Jaguars. I believe I last saw Caden Piper sitting at 30 points, so Jaguars did what they needed to do here, leading by 20. Drive here, no good. Brady Schwinghammer with the rebound. Bryce Westrich guarding Brady Schwinghammer. Jamison Reed up top. Christian Benson on him. Drives, can't get it to go. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul went on Nick Kutla. That's his 1st, team's 8th. Jamison 0 for 1 at the line there. And can't get the 2nd one to go either. Pass deflected there, trying to get it down low. Here's a drive. 3 from the top, no good. Jamison Reed with the rebound, get it up front. Matthew Waltz goes to his right hand on the left side there and puts it in for 2. And we're just gonna get a quick substitution timeout, as Brady Birch and Jamison Reed check out, and sophomores Jordan Hairkoff and Caden DeRue check in for the Jaguars. Drive on the baseline, tried to get it down low. They do, then gets picked by Caden DeRue, and he'll sling it up the court. Donovan Koenig has got it on the fast break, can't get that to fall. And here come the Cardinals. Brady Schwinghammer strips that ball from Bryce Westrich. And the Jaguars approaching 10 seconds to go here. Boogie goes up. That's Jordan Hairkoff, AKA Boogie, and can't get it to go. And that's how the game will end here. Jaguars battled their way through. Upsala hung with them, and Jaguars just did enough to put them away. And the final from here in the Belgrade Bruton Elementary Gym. Jaguars 63, Upsala 43. One last update from Maple Lake. The Jaguars lead at 53-37 with just under 4.5 minutes to go there. So once again, the final 65-43. We'll see you on Tuesday night with more boys basketball action.